So Patrick, we know the equipment guy, but I wanna know more about the adventurous guy. You've been to Madagascar, and you had a hell of an adventure. We can see a few images here. You will have the link below, and you will know all about this video. So please let us know about your adventure.
And it was unsuccessful until like the last week, where we found a just massive, vast cave system called Malasamanga. And before that, the thing that we got most famous for, I guess, was a cave or a sinkhole called Avon that is full of artifacts. So it was called like the Lima graveyard found of the century. It was covered by like 77 different news outlets around the world, and so this year we also had the chance to visit it with BBC and shoot a short documentary about the bones in the sinkhole.
And how was it shooting? How many people? Because the pictures are, come on, it's...
If you believe it or not, we were only 3. So there's Philip behind the camera, and then you see Ryan mostly in side mount, and me often with the rebreather also, or in side mount configuration. Of course with X-Tip equipment.
Of course. I can...
We're very, very lucky to have X-Tip as one of our main sponsors. So the entire team, even the big team, so now in this video you only see the 3 of us, but even the big team, everybody was sponsored by X-Tip with their own embroidered name on the equipment and so forth and so forth. So we're very lucky and happy, of course, to have somebody as strong as Piotr behind us. And we can also tell him like specific needs that we have for expeditions, and he just makes it happen. So he has been with us from the very beginning, obviously. And yeah, now we have a couple of new projects coming up that I can't really talk about yet, but where we also needed specific equipment, and then he's like the first person that makes literally like only like a handful of versions of it just for us. So we're very happy to have an equipment manufacturer behind us that is so that treats us so well, yeah, and is so efficient. Yeah.
So you discovered this cave, or was it known by the population?
No.
Because
So the cave that was known was Avon, with the bones in it. So it was part of the national park, so people actually walk there. So there's also touristic activity, but not underwater, just around it. All of the other places, because it's several actually, there's Anakatu Mibola, there is Mitoho, there is Malasamanga, there is Anchanamba. I mean, there's a bunch of different places that we're exploring. We were the first. I mean, yes, the locals know it because it's a drink water source for them, or fresh water source for them. But as far as knowing the cave system, we were the first people to do that. Yes.
And how different is it? Because you're based in Mexico. You have 2 dive centers, Playa del Carmen and Tulum. And I heard you're opening a 3rd one.
Yeah, we have a recreation shop now. The water temperature is different. It's very warm. So the water is 29 degrees centigrade.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And the other thing that's very special is, although we are quite close to the ocean, there is no salt water. So in Mexico, usually you have the fresh water lying on top or laying on top of the salt water, and you come at some point to that layer that is called the halocline. We have this mixing zone between the fresh and the salt. And in Madagascar, even though we dove already to 54-meter depth inside the cave,
54?
Yes, it's all still fresh water, and it's the 54-meter range is like about 2 kilometers inside. And Anchanamba, we continue exploring, and we also did this summer that you can see here in the video. So you can see me with the rebreather, and then Ryan there in side mount, and what we call the love tunnel, because you can see the heart at the very end.
Oh yeah.
Is now 9-point-something kilometers long, and currently is the longest submerged cave of the African continent. So we're very proud about that. It's like a special. I mean, besides that, it's an amazingly beautiful cave with stunning colors. And the sheer size of it is something very special because the actual limestone of Madagascar is fairly young. So we're still trying to understand with scientists how it is possible so large chambers and large tunnels can form in such a short period of time. And like in most caves in Madagascar, we do find fossil remains of extinct animals, such as the giant lemur, Megalopus, horned crocodile, and the fossa, and the giant fossa, which is basically like a predatory cat. Some of these animals being extinct for several thousand years. So, and we find in almost every place that we go to, we find remains of of those animals. Specifically Anjanamba, the first 10 minutes is just crocodiles everywhere. So like, I don't know, maybe 25 or 30 crocodiles that we're counting passing by. I mean, by now, yeah, but now we pass by fairly quick. You can see that in the latest video we did, Spirits of the Cave Part 2. We're using mostly submerged or like diver propulsion vehicles, submergible scooters. So we're usually passing the bones by fairly quickly, but yeah, they're definitely noticeable. And it's a special type of crocodile. It's a horned crocodile, so it's extinct since many thousand years.
So there's a lot of science behind it.
Yes, we always...
Patrick, I have 100,000 of questions.
But we can't talk about all of them.
Because you're such a passionate person and speak so well about your passion. I want to meet you again. I want my viewers to know more because they're as curious as I. And good luck for your third dive center.
Thank you.
Where people can dive from the beginning, wreck to tech and even cave, because you have the cenotes over there. Thank you, Patrick.
Thanks to you.
And we'll meet very soon.